Hey everyone, welcome to today's story. Are you ready to be inspired? Today, we're talking about Barack Obama, a man who faced many challenges but never gave up. He grew up from a boy with a difficult childhood to become the 44th president of the United States, showing us that with hard work, determination, and belief in yourself, anything is possible. Barack Hussein Obama was born on August 4th, 1961, in Hawaii, a beautiful island in the Pacific Ocean. But his story didn't start perfectly. His father, Barack Obama Sr., came from Kenya, and his mother, Stanley and Dunham, was from Kansas. They met in Hawaii, but soon after Barack was born, his parents separated, and his father went back to Kenya. Growing up without his father nearby wasn't easy. Barack's mother worked hard to support him, but he was lucky to have strong influences in his life. From a young age, Barack learned the importance of hope, curiosity, and hard work. His mother, Anne, was more than just a parent. She was his teacher, guide, and biggest supporter. She encouraged him to ask questions, stay curious, and believe he could achieve anything. Barack didn't have many toys or material things, but he had something more important: love, guidance, and a belief that he could make a difference in the world. His grandparents also played a huge role in his upbringing. His grandfather worked hard and taught him discipline, while his grandmother offered care and kindness. Together, they gave Barack the stability he needed and supported him every step of the way. Even as a young boy, Barack faced challenges with identity and race. Being biracial in a world that often judges by skin color was not easy. He didn't fully fit into the black community because he hadn't grown up in Africa, and he didn't fully fit into the white community because of his African roots. This sometimes made him feel like an outsider. But instead of letting this hold him back, Barack embraced his uniqueness. He saw it as a strength, a way to connect with different people and bring them together. He learned an important lesson early. Differences can be powerful if you use them to unite people. Barack's childhood also taught him about resilience. Even when life felt uncertain, he didn't give up. One special thing he treasured were letters from his father. Though young Barack didn't always understand them, he kept them close, a symbol of love and connection despite the distance. He dreamed big even as a child. While other kids worried about toys or games, Barack thought about how to make the world better. He understood that education was his key to success, and he applied himself in school. Challenges came, but he always worked hard and believed that he could achieve great things. By the time he was a teenager, Barack had learned that family isn't just about blood. It's about the people who support you, care for you, and encourage you to chase your dreams. This idea shaped his whole life. He grew up knowing that love, guidance, and determination mattered more than wealth or privilege. Barack's early years were also filled with lessons about empathy and community. Even as a child, he noticed the struggles of those around him. He learned that helping others and understanding their problems was just as important as chasing his own dreams. So, from a young boy in Hawaii, facing family challenges and navigating a world where he sometimes felt different, Barack Obama built a strong foundation of hope, courage, and belief in himself. These early experiences would guide him through the many challenges he faced later in life. All right, now that we know about Barack's childhood, let's see how he grew up and began shaping the future. After finishing high school in Hawaii, Barack knew he wanted to do something big. He wanted to learn, grow, and make a difference in the world. Barack left Hawaii and moved to the mainland United States to attend Occidental College in California. Moving far from home wasn't easy. The city was busy, fast, and full of new people and ideas. But Barack wasn't afraid. He loved learning about different cultures, meeting people, and seeing new perspectives. After 2 years at Occidental, he transferred to Columbia University in New York City. Here, he studied political science, learning about government, policies, and society. Barack noticed how many people were struggling with poverty, inequality, and injustice. These problems inspired him. He realized that education wasn't just about getting a degree, it was about using knowledge to help others and change the world. Once he graduated, Barack moved to Chicago. This is where his journey really began. he started working as a community organizer, helping people in some of the poorest neighborhoods. His job was challenging. He met families facing tough problems, schools that needed support, and neighborhoods that lacked basic services. Many people were skeptical at first, but Barack didn't give up. He listened to their struggles, learned what they needed, and worked hard to bring positive changes to the community. Barack's time in Chicago taught him three big lessons. Education is powerful. Learning opens doors and gives people tools to succeed. Community matters. People working together can solve problems. Belief is everything. If you believe change is possible, you can make it happen. Through this work, Barack built a reputation for honesty, empathy, and determination. People trusted him because he genuinely cared about their lives. He didn't just talk about change. He took action to make it happen. Time to step into politics. He ran for the Illinois State Senate, his first official political role. Many doubted him. He was young, inexperienced, and running in a tough environment. But Barack had something special, a vision for a better future and the courage to follow it. Instead of relying on flashy ads or big events, Barack did something unique. He went door to door, talking to people personally. He listened to their hopes, dreams, and concerns. He wanted them to know that he cared about them and that he would fight for their future. This approach worked. People felt connected to him and believed he could make a difference. He won the election and became a state senator. In the Senate, Barack focused on issues that really mattered: healthcare, education, and helping those in need. He worked with politicians from both parties, believing that the best solutions come when people come together, not when they fight or argue. By 2004, Barack's leadership and inspiring message started reaching a bigger audience. He ran for the U.S. Senate and gave a speech at the Democratic National Convention that would change everything. Even though he was relatively unknown, his words were powerful, hopeful, and full of unity. He spoke about a country where everyone, no matter their background, could have an equal opportunity to succeed. He said something unforgettable. There is not a liberal America and a conservative America. There is the United States of America. These words touched millions. People saw Barack not just as a politician, but as a leader who could inspire real change. His message of hope, unity, and opportunity resonated with people from all walks of life. After this, Barack won the Senate seat and moved to Washington, D.C., where he worked on national issues like healthcare, ethics, and war. He wasn't just passing laws. He wanted to teach people to believe in themselves and the power of community. Every small project, every law he supported was about helping ordinary people live better lives. So, from a young man in Hawaii to a community organizer in Chicago and a U.S. Senator, Barack Obama showed the world that hard work, listening to others, and believing in your dreams can take you far. He proved that leadership is about action, empathy, and vision, not just power or fame. Now comes the most exciting part of Barack's journey: becoming President of the United States. In 2008, Barack announced he was running for president. Many people doubted him. He was young, relatively new to national politics, and some thought America wasn't ready for a black president. But Barack had something stronger than doubt: belief in change and hope for the future. Barack traveled across the country, meeting people from all walks of life. He listened to their struggles and dreams, and he shared his vision for an America where everyone could succeed. His message of unity, hope, and opportunity inspired millions. On November 4th, 2008, Barack made history. He won the presidential election and became the 44th president of the United States. This was not just his victory. It was a victory for everyone who believed that anything is possible if you work hard and never give up. When he took office on January 20th, 2009, the country faced serious challenges. The economy was in crisis, millions were unemployed, and wars were ongoing in Iraq and Afghanistan. People were worried, but Barack remained calm and focused. He quickly introduced plans to revive the economy, create jobs, and stabilize banks. He worked tirelessly, showing the world that even in the hardest times, a leader can make a difference. One of his biggest achievements was the Affordable Care Act, also called Obamacare. Barack believed that health care is a basic human right. Millions of Americans who didn't have insurance now had access to medical care. Even though some people disagreed, Barack fought for what he believed was right, proving that true leadership often means making tough choices. Barack didn't only focus on domestic issues. He also faced global challenges, like tensions with countries pursuing nuclear weapons and ongoing wars. He preferred diplomacy over conflict, signing agreements like the Iran nuclear deal in 2015. And in 2011, he approved the mission that killed Osama bin Laden, showing that leadership sometimes requires difficult decisions to protect your country. During his presidency, Barack also focused on climate change, education, equality, and justice. He believed that protecting the planet and empowering people were equally important. He inspired a new generation of leaders to believe in themselves and work for a better world. Even when politics became divided and critics were loud, Barack stayed focused on his vision. Barack's story isn't just about politics. It's about hope, resilience, and inspiring others. He showed that no matter where you come from, hard work, education, and belief in yourself can take you to the highest levels. He taught that leadership isn't about power alone. It's about serving people, listening to their needs, and helping them achieve their dreams. After leaving the White House in 2017, Barack continued to inspire the world. He started the Obama Foundation, helping young leaders around the world learn, grow, and make a positive impact. He speaks about unity, justice, equality, and hope, encouraging people to take action in their own communities. His book, A Promised Land, shares his journey, struggles, and lessons, showing that even great leaders face challenges but can overcome them with determination and belief. Barack Obama's life teaches us that dreams are possible, challenges can be overcome, and one person can make a difference. From a boy in Hawaii to the President of the United States, he proved that hope, courage, and hard work can change the world.